Welcome, please hit the subscribe button. Picture this. It's 2 a.m., you've got work tomorrow, and instead of sleeping you're watching Love Island for the 7th time this year.
Your friends think you're crazy.
Welcome back to our channel. Please hit the subscription button for more and turn on the notification icon. There's a whole universe of new dating shows out there. But here you are, glued to the same drama you could recite word for word. But what if I told you this behavior reveals something fascinating about female psychology? What if your rewatching habit isn't mindless at all, but actually serves deep psychological needs that most people don't understand? Today we're diving into the hidden psychology behind why women specifically gravitate toward rewatching dating shows, and what this pattern reveals about how we process relationships, emotions, and our own romantic lives. First, let's address the elephant in the room. When we talk about rewatching dating content, we're looking at a predominantly female behavior. Studies show women are 3 times more likely than men to rewatch reality dating shows multiple times. This isn't random. There's something uniquely appealing about this content that speaks to how women's brains process social information and emotional learning. The first psychological driver is what researchers call social script rehearsal. Dating shows essentially provide a masterclass in relationship dynamics, social cues, and romantic strategies. When women rewatch these shows, their brains are unconsciously cataloging patterns. How did that conversation go wrong? What body language preceded the breakup? Which approach actually worked? Each rewatch reveals new layers of social intelligence that can be applied to real-life situations. Think about it this way. Dating shows are like relationship laboratories where every possible scenario plays out safely on screen. Women aren't just watching for entertainment, they're gathering data about human behavior, studying the chess game of modern romance. The familiar content becomes a textbook they can reference without the cognitive load of processing entirely new information. The second factor is emotional regulation through controlled exposure. Real dating can be chaotic, unpredictable, and emotionally draining. Dating shows offer a way to experience the full spectrum of romantic emotions within a safe, controlled environment. The heartbreak feels real, but it's not happening to you. The butterflies are genuine, but there's no actual risk involved. Rewatching amplifies this benefit because you know exactly when the emotional peaks are coming. You can prepare for the gut-wrenching elimination or savor the moment when your favorite couple finally gets together. This predictability allows women to practice emotional responses and develop resilience in a low-stakes setting. There's also the community aspect that often gets overlooked. Many women who rewatch dating shows do so as part of social bonding rituals. Sharing reactions, discussing strategies, debating outcomes, these activities strengthen female friendships through shared emotional experiences. The shows become conversation currency and bonding mechanisms that extend far beyond the viewing experience itself. But perhaps the most intriguing psychological element is what I call romantic optimization theory. Women who rewatch dating shows are often unconsciously running comparison algorithms. They're measuring their own relationship patterns against what they see on screen, identifying areas for improvement, and developing more sophisticated frameworks for evaluating potential partners. This process becomes particularly pronounced during different life phases. Single women might focus on contestant strategies and red flags to avoid. Women in relationships might analyze communication patterns and conflict resolution techniques. Recently broken up? The shows can provide both validation that their standards aren't too high and hope that better connections are possible. The rewatching behavior also serves as a form of emotional archaeology. Women often return to these shows during transitions or uncertain periods in their love lives. The familiar narratives provide comfort while the relationship dynamics offer fresh insights based on their evolved perspective and experience. There's something profoundly therapeutic about watching people navigate the same fundamental challenges you face in dating, especially when those challenges are presented with the benefit of editing, multiple camera angles, and eventual resolution. Real life rarely provides such clear narrative arcs or satisfying conclusions. Critics might argue this behavior promotes unrealistic expectations about romance, but research suggests the opposite. Women who regularly consume dating content often develop more nuanced understanding of relationship complexity and more realistic timelines for emotional development. The psychology here is remarkably sophisticated. These aren't passive viewers mindlessly consuming content. They're active learners extracting valuable social and emotional intelligence from carefully crafted relationship scenarios. Each rewatch offers new insights because their own experience So the next time someone judges your dating show marathon, remember this: you're not just watching television. You're conducting advanced research in human behavior, practicing emotional regulation, strengthening social bonds, and developing relationship intelligence that will serve you throughout your romantic life. Your brain knows exactly what it's doing. Trust the process, embrace the rewatch, and maybe grab some friends to join your very important research session. What's your go-to dating show for rewatching, and what insights have you gained from multiple viewings? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more psychology content that actually makes sense of your viewing habits.